Put in those.
Yeah.
And the chemical, biological, radiological filters are different than regular tear gas filters.
Or smoke.
Yeah.
Especially that high concentration.
Yeah.
Some people were using the N100 mass, which is hard to get, I guess, apparently. Still. They are an upgrade over the N95 though.
95 is pretty good though.
For most things, even the Chinese K95 is not bad, really, if you don't have anything else.
Beats nothing.
Yeah, it's beat having the surgical mask we have. Surgical mask isn't really preventing anything from coming in. It's more preventing something from going out.
Slowing it down.
It catches the water droplet.
You don't want you coughing in somebody else.
Yeah, basically.
I wonder what they're shaking down for.
Money. Everything else.
Okay.
Probably money. Pick a cause. I'm sure somebody's out there trying to get money for it.
Probably. A little bit of smoke out there, but not like it was the other day.
Yeah, as it was, yeah. Well, I came outside and I took a puff and I didn't smell anything, so didn't taste anything. I figured that was good enough. I know I was watching it drop yesterday on the particulate thing. Then it's like, oh yeah, you can buy a sensor for air quality you can put up and it would log to the internet. It's like, well, it's pretty good. It's like the nearest one's in Ryder, I guess.
Where?
The nearest one's in Ryder. So everything from Minot is being relayed from Ryder. Because that's the closest air quality sensor, I guess.
You would think they would have one at the university.
You would think so. You would really think one. But apparently, I was looking at the air quality graphs where they do air quality stuff for here. And it goes, a lot of it goes by people who bought personal ones and uploading it to the internet. And based on those, I mean, there might be others, but based on those, the nearest one's Ryder.
Well,
there's one up near Kenmare, I guess.
You would think the major towns
would have, so, and they might, yeah. And we're just not seeing it.
It could be too.
But looking at Weather Underground, which is where I got all that quality stuff from, that's where one of the air quality monitors are sitting.
Where is he going?
About 260 bucks or something for one that links up.
Yeah.
I guess it uses like a couple lasers and
we don't really need one
between the ear. I just saw it. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Because they were talking about using it one for that weather station I was going to buy. It was about 900 bucks.
The one we got's working fine.
We don't have one.
We have the Tempest. It's
yeah,
working.
No, the weather. Yeah, I know, but I was talking about way back before.
Oh yeah.
I was going to buy that Davis, which would have been cool, but huge as hell.
You can order when you're ready.
2 monster biscuits, please.
You want 2 monster biscuits?
That's correct.
Okay, anything else today?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, 12:45, 2 monster biscuits.
Thank you. It's not on the sign anymore, which always has me concerned when I don't see it on the list. They're still doing it.
City beautification thing.
Yeah. Dad told him about it all the time. He's in Germany. They finally said, we can send the sheriff after him. That's what he said. Better get him a passport because, you know, he's not here. And the Air Force has got him in Germany. So you have to talk to the Germans. You have to get a passport. You got to talk to the Germans and to the military. And neither one of them.
That would have been funny.
Neither one of them are going to be very happy. And you have no police authority over there, but we do.
Yeah, but they could issue a warrant to get back to California.
Which you know, this is just totally stupid. But it would be something stupid a bunch of libs would do, though. But they finally got the hint. Yeah, he's not here. Nope, not here. I snuck back into California when I got back in last week and got my driver's license renewed, because I had a little thing, form they gave you. If you're stationed outside the state, you don't have to. So as long as you're not stationed in the state, you don't have to renew it. But I decided mine was getting pretty wore out.
Yeah.
So I went and got it renewed. The guy says, "You want to sign up to vote?" I says, "I'm not going to be here. I'm gone all the time."
Well, the way they're making it now, and I'll say this to my YouTube crowd, is signing up to vote now is not necessarily the best. Signing up for your driver's license thing, or voting or anything, signing up to vote or voting now is almost like a detriment now, because not anything against voting or anything, but when you're called for jury duty multiple times, and how are they picking up the people for jury duty? They're getting people who voted last election or last couple elections.
Well, they're on the list.
Well, then you don't want to go to jury duty because you don't really want to do it. I mean, you just don't. Maybe there's some people that do, but I mean, a lot of people don't. So then there's not a lot of incentive, to go vote.
Well,
because you don't want to go jury duty.
We had that with them with Janet, with the feds in Bismarck. They were going to make her come down there, and we said, well, she's 70 years old. Well, you got to be 72. She's 70 years old with congestive heart failure and blah 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 blah. They said you're waived. So I asked him. I said, I'm 72. What happens to me?
Oh, you're fine.
You'll get the notification, and you'll just tell us that you're 72, and we'll defer you again. But you'll keep getting notified. No, I don't want to be on a jury. If I have to be on, I will, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be put up as a judge on somebody.
No. Well, first off, parking sucks. I mean, maybe it's got slightly better now that Trinity's not downtown, but still, it's downtown.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Parking is just terrible. Maybe there'd be one thing if the parking was good and you could actually go there and park, but it's never good.
Yeah, well, after everything closes for the day, when we went there for this.
Oh yeah, when everything's closed, it's not too bad.
I know it's fine.
It's terrible parking. That's the big thing, and then it's just.
Courthouse was extremely expensive. It's building. It's being maintained really well.
I don't like the. I mean, I understand they have to do their security things now, although they never did that in the past. So. I don't feel like I need to get strip searched to get into the damn place because I'm ordered there because of the jury.
Because one time somebody did stupid.
Somebody somewhere else did something stupid.
Here we are.
It's like all the schools that have security cameras in them. I mean, how long is it going to be until they have to start strip searching you at the entrance of the school?
I don't think they're going to do that. You might go through metal detectors, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. You never know.
I just can't get used to this.
Yeah, the way park there. So big facilities that are just empty now.
Well, eventually they'll have to figure out something.
They're gonna. I don't see them shutting. I don't see them tearing them down. That would be a waste.
You got to convert them into something else then.
I think old folks' homes,
could be
nursing homes, would be perfect. Turning them into an illegals sanctuary? No. Although they're starting to do that in some of these big cities or sanctuary cities. They're turning high school gyms into...
Nope, it's been canceled.
Oh, they canceled that?
Yep.
I think the PTA people were all up in arms about it.
Parents are like, you can't do that.
Yeah, the school board wasn't happy about it.
Well, nobody was happy about it. You got drug dealers.
they were gonna put illegals into the school gyms.
Some of them are drug dealers.
Kids were in school.
Some of them are psychopaths. Some of them are
military of other countries.
Yes.
Well, you don't know who they are really.
Yeah, well, some of them are agents that are being slipped under the water to reassemble in cells to lay low until they want us to attack the air base, or to attack the Congress, or to attack the dam,
or just there to or just there to mooch off the government.
Or like the Chinese police in this country. Yeah, you know. Something serious.
Well, yeah, they caught those people on the border that were in Chinese military uniforms.
Yeah.
Carrying guns.
Yeah. Is that a hint?
I should tell you this is full-scale invasion here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't get any more blatant than that, I mean...
Doesn't make sense not to secure the border.
Of course, they don't really talk about that on the news.
No,
Chinese military crossing the border in military uniforms with automatic weapons. Well, why is that not news?
Yeah.
No, we don't want to report on that. That would be bad. We don't want more bad news. Oh, Paris Hilton broke her toe. Let's put that on the air for 20 hours.
Yeah. Tired of that game pretty quick, too.
By golly, a celebrity stubbed their toe. Oh my God, let's have 20 hours of news coverage. Discovery Center still open or not?
Well, otherwise, it's a nice building for the county to park on to figure out what to do with it.
I don't know if there's as much interest as they say there is.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of expensive radio gear up there.
Well, there's a lot of expensive everything up there.
Yep, there is. We'll see how it works.
I mean, if it does great, it does great. If it doesn't, though, it's going to be a disaster.
Well, at some point they'll have to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing.
They got to be early.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is. The A-team.
Gas go up a little bit? I thought it was 334 last time.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's just this station. Oh, joyous funds. Oh, I had it open for... It was kind of hot in here when I got in.
Oh, okay. Sure makes it easier to see, that's for sure. Of course, you don't usually have to hit your tint on the mirror because you got 2 layers of tint back there, or 3.
You know. It's great in the wintertime when it's really bright.
Oh, yeah.
Not real great in the rest of the year, but it's good days when it's really sunny. Terrible at night.
Well, for general, do everything pickup that we can put stuff in the back and not worry about. I mean, yeah. I could get a key to get in and use the locks, but I haven't been. But I just like the fact that we can put it in there and it's not going to rain on it or other stuff.
Usually that vibration, I don't like having that back thing open. Because I hear that vibration.
It's because it slid down the track some ways. Mom and I are going to go pay the house insurance and some other things.
I'll come with you.
Pick up some pills.
I'll come with you.
Let's see what else we can do. We'll probably pick up some food, maybe like
I should call some of my pills in, but
yeah,
I don't have any that are that bad yet.
Yeah.
So I'll probably call them in next week or something.
We got the cat done. That's the big thing for today.
Always good to have the kitty done. And back.
Yeah.
And you don't have 16.5 million claw marks.
Neither did the vet.
Well,
I did watch some of his technique, though. Of course, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Might be harder to see, but it's a little quieter.
Yep. Quieter is good. Less carbon monoxide is good.
did not realize we had gone through that much pasta.
Well, we've been eating off that pile for a year.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Some of that stuff had to be eaten because the boxes were starting to degrade. And the risk of bugs getting in there.
Yeah, well, the Tupperware is a way to contain
Yeah.
it. But the fact is, we had food stocked up for quite a while. So.
Yeah, we need to start doing that again.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I've been trying to save because I know there's some stuff I want to get later this year, and all cost money.
Yep. Slow down.
I spent a lot of it on during Christmas. I spent a lot of it on other things those last couple of months too. River's up.
Yep, still running. Boy, there's almost nobody parking down here now.
It's a good place. I don't have much stuff going on there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Is this Air Force? Army got these out.
Got the VA, they got Legion thingies. Something.
If he's truly a vet.
Yeah, that's the keyword there, if. Just glad we got the cat done. Yep. Tried an extra. I don't know what was wrong with my leg last night. My right leg was just. It wasn't in pain, but it felt funny all night. And I finally got up and walked around for a while and had a sandwich and took 2 aspirin and it felt just fine. But it was like, for a while, it just felt really funny. Like, not like I was in pain, but just had like a weird sensation. It was just really weird. I was starting to think, geez, am I going to have sciatica run down this leg too?
Usually it might be
starting to have that feeling.
Well, I do get it in both legs, but
well, I know my nerve in my leg, in my right leg, from my groin area to my knee, has not been the greatest for the last year or two. Like you'd have to like bang on your leg.
it's not Broadway bean anymore. It's bean and bagel.
Well, whatever they're calling themselves these days.
Broadway bean and bagel.
Yeah. No, that's what it's always been. I just changed the logo on the side.
Yeah.
I was used to have to bang on my knee or something, or leg or something, and whatever annoying thing would go away. But I don't know. Honestly, it was just. goes up a little. Really felt weird. Sometimes I took the aspirin, everything went away. And I was like,
it's like I need a nap or something.
Well, I'll probably do. My lower back's been off and on, kind of like quasi pain. It's sad. I'm just having a fun day, probably.
Camping out over here. Painkiller must have finally kicked in.
Yeah. Why does that town on one aspirin? Might need another aspirin. What do you think's wrong?
And somebody else selling stuff.
Since I'm here.
Yep, seems to be.
Caffeine hit.
Well, maybe I'll have a coffee bean or something. Be
What?
careful.
You got coffee beans?
Chocolate covered coffee beans. I mean, just,
Oh, really?
I only have a few.
I thought about ordering some the other day and I saw them on Walmart. And I was like,
They get hot down there. They kind of.
yeah, they goo. Yeah, they goo up. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about the other
I'm
day.
really tired on the trip, and if you can't get a nap, you just pop two of those. You're probably going to be awake for a
I
while.
was thinking about they make like a dark chocolate, like sugar-free dark chocolate covered coffee.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's like having coffee brew in your mouth. It's cool, but
yeah.
we're not. Mom and I aren't supposed to have caffeine anymore. So
You know, drink in moderation.
careful.
Yeah.
Usually, if I'm on a trip, that's about the only time.
Well, we don't need the extra fun of having extra potty breaks.
Again, I do need to stay in the right lane, though.
Yeah.
When it's driving around. So.
You need the AI
Christ, they go up here.
Oh yeah. You need the AI lane assist Mr. T edition. Stay in the lane, you fool!
Turn left. Yeah.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool. I told you how to drive.
Tired. Interested to see what Trinity does with all this property it's got all over town.
Sit on it.
It's off the tax rolls. So.
They'll probably rent it out to people, probably.
I don't know what will happen. what I'm saying. All the time there's more traffic.
It's just steady. Everybody keeping their distance from the oil truck.
That's probably a good idea. He knows what he's carrying.
You'd think the light would cut it off for a little bit. Down there, I
If
mean.
they're synced together.
Not too many coming from that direction.
What's going
Not a
on?
lot coming from here.
I don't know. Usually there's a way for them to get something. If they qualify for the how much is this fish? This group's been out here a couple days.
Well, if you're making good money, then,
Well, there's folks that.
yeah, I know they're legit people, but there's also a lot of scammers.
There are also scammers.
Like that one CEO company is made 45 grand a year in the CEO world. They went out in the street in a year and made 80-some thousand.
Good afternoon. The time is 1 p.m. K0AJW. Repeater.
said they just found $3 billion error on weapons for Ukraine.
To our advantage or just...
Well, they said they made a $3 billion. There was some kind of error, and so they found $3 billion extra money due to an accounting error. They said. Of course, that's what they claim. May not actually be true.
But they made an accounting error.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody didn't put a decimal point somewhere. And somehow they found $3 billion of money that they didn't spend on weapons for Ukraine.
Oops, $3 billion.
So now they're telling Congress, hey, we have an extra $3 billion we can
One way to
spend.
cut your discretionary spending.
Yeah. Well, you know, they just bailed out a whole bunch of banks for like $500-600 billion, so, you know, that they didn't normally have. So I'm like, oh, they just spent, you know, almost $2 trillion on bank bailouts. And then they sold the banks to the big banks for $1. That's really worth it. And they're going to insure all the people who were in the bank, all the money that was in these banks.
It's amazing where people are parking now.
All this extra space.
See, that covers as much area as that parking garage really does.
Yeah.
And a whole lot easier.
More, I think.
A whole lot easier to maintain.
And get into.
You should have just made it a gravel lot or an asphalt lot. Other stuff
Probably would have
should be-
been scary going in it.
It wouldn't be scary, it's all on one floor. All open air, so you see stuff around you.
Probably smells better
Than that other one? Yeah.
than the underground.
Yeah. Once I see Joe's actually in pretty good shape, considering how long it's been there.
Joe.
St. Joe's.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't know how long it's been there.
Long time.
The parking garage.
Oh, St. Joe's since before we were here. But it ain't
Have you ever go
underground.
down the street?
Time to change and tweak. Backdoor treasure thrift store.
That's where that's at. That's the one that gives their stuff to the, or some of their benefits go to vets things. Remember, they say all this stuff is downtown, but you never know where downtown. They say they'll take your donations from the front door or the back door, wherever the back door is.
I'll see.
Just don't see why they have to take the windows and stuff like
I
that.
don't either. Bunch of them down there on the at Ebenezer's.
All those pictures,
Yeah.
those are graduates. And you get the picture if you stand in front of it and take a picture, take your picture in front of your picture.
Oh.
You can barely read the names on them because they got
5G services down here. 245 megs down, 2 megs up.
That's really fast now.
Well, the download's not bad. The upload sucks. The upload's worse than 4G. 245 megs down is not bad, but 2 megs up? Used to be getting 40 megs up. Some 2 cells of 5G. It's going over too. Trying to get the pool back up.
Yeah, I think Ron is fully retired now.
Yeah.
He's working another job. He's taking off a month and then he starts.
So they're trying to get the pool going.
Yep.
Well, yeah, like Tuesday it's gonna be like almost 90 degrees.
It's quite a ways away.
Up north.
It's right in the day.
It's a lot of this time of the year they're going, yeah, they're doing this, they're doing the parks and the zoos and the other things, trails and other things, yeah.
Yep. Well, try to do what you can do. It's the end of the year.
So usually what they do at the end of the year, a lot of these elementary schools do that. So we did it for a lot of times in elementary school. We went to a lot of the, took the field trips and other things. Yeah, towards the end of the year, little trips here and there.
Well, if you're going to
Didn't
Minnesota,
really do that too much in high school at all.
Stay in school for no problems.
High school, they didn't really take many field trips. The one or two that they were going to do, they canceled.
Like the kids are
The one geology one they were going to do, where they were going to go down to the dinosaur museum, that everybody had been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to go do. And then, of course, some people couldn't do it because they got in trouble and stuff. And the others had been waiting all year to go down. That day they decided to cancel because it was foggy. And it was like people had been waiting all year to go down there. And then they canceled it. Because there was fog. And apparently they don't drive bus when it's foggy. You got water. It was really kind of terrible.
And it's over.
Yeah, and you even had
Very.
trips you could take in the summer, so.
Yeah, but a lot of that was
pretty
elementary
good.
school stuff. Heck, I would have took more of those trips if they would have allowed you to take them past 5th grade. But no, don't want to do that. Because I know there were trips I wanted to go do that they offered that later that they didn't offer when I was in elementary school. Oh, I took as many as they offered in elementary school.
Trying to give you something to do.
We did Falkirk Mine a number of times. We did the dam a number of times. We did the fishery a number of times. We did the North Dakota Museum a number of times. We did a couple of the Indian tribe places a number of times. A couple of the state parks we did. Upper Cirrus National Wildlife Refuge we did, I don't know, about 7 times. There's a bunch of them I did. Some of those years it was like the whole month of June was spent on little trips here and there. 1 day trips here, there, next day trip here, there. Every last bit I
You're
can
lucky
get
as a kid.
down to the, now during the class here, a couple times we took trips down to, we went to the south unit of the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. That was the one that was funny. That one was really funny because we had been there a few times before. That one's a fun, that was the weird one. That was the bus had been parked. We were all having lunch. I was sitting at the picnic table. My friend was sitting across from me, and his eyes got white as hell. And I'm like looking up like, well, what's going on, man? And he says, "Don't move." And I'm like, and why? He just froze. And I felt something behind me walking. And he said he just eyes just white as hell. And I don't know what's going on. I'm not looking around or nothing. I'm just like, what? And then a little bit later he says, "Run." And I look to my right, I'm seeing the butt of a bison. The bison had been walked between me and the bus. And if it would have turned its head even a little bit, probably would have gored me. With his head.
If you don't stir.
I was like, yeah, I don't even think we touched the ground between the picnic table and the bus. I don't think we didn't touch the ground at all. It's like, boom, we're on the bus. Nope, we're good. We're just gonna eat on the bus. That was funny because the teacher saw this going on down where all the other kids were, about a quarter mile down the road, and she goes running up to the bus. "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna stay in the bus." Okay. I don't know where the driver was. Probably going to the bathroom or something, or smoking or something.
I haven't seen any lilacs.
It's still a little early for it. Boy, those fires up in Canada are just going like crazy. I was watching a thing on it this morning, and it was like the guy was like, a professional photographer was up there. And he was talking about how he was going to different places that were burning, and some in the clear zone, some in the not so clear zone. And he was getting pretty close. And he said he used to be a wildfire firefighter in the States. He says he was up there, and he said there's walls between when the fire is hitting different trees. And he said you can notice a burst in when the flames are really going to start exploding trees. It says it goes from really dark brown to a light brown real quick, and then pah, the trees explode. And they just haven't had the rains up there, so the sap isn't like coating the trees, so everything's really dry. So the fire gets to these tree lines, and then these poof, explode literally. So some of the fires, they said some of the fire was so hot that the fire retardant was melting off the ground. I was like, that's hot.
You mean the quick water?
No, they drop in the fire retardant and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to prevent that part of the ground from burning. It was getting so hot next to some of these fires, they were burning so hot that the fire retardant was melting and running down the road. I was like, that's hot. But when you have like a 2% humidity,
Yes.
they said that by the time they drop water, the water barely hits the ground before it evaporates. He says that he was over an area where they dropped like 3,000 gallons of water from the 747. They dropped it over top of them about 2,000 feet up. And he said we didn't feel it drop hit the ground. It evaporated before it hit the ground out of a 747. I was like, that's a lot of water to drop.
You're going to see it probably.
Well, at least you could see across the runways.
Back's feeling pretty good.
It must be closed now.
Looks like it.
I mean, I would have thought they'd take their signs down, but there's nobody parked there today.
Yeah. Yeah. Every quarter, 4 quarters of the year. Sounds about right.
I haven't seen Paul in forever. I haven't seen Paul in forever.
Oh, he's not.
The guy is the insurance guy here.
He just walked in. He's with the motorcycle vest on and the hat on backwards. That was him.
I was like, it looked familiar.
Walked right by you.
Yeah, I know it looked familiar, but I was like, I haven't seen Paul in forever.
He's the guy that's got one of those 3-wheel motorcycle things.
I just haven't seen him in forever.
There he was. I guess him and the one lady who brought it to a bar in Surrey, I think it is. Doing that on top of everything else. Yep, just trying to restrict the pace. Good name.
Repeater.
Nine.
I have no idea.
9. You get 9.
Yeah, it's a big old truck, so.
Nine miles to the ton. Is he in there?
Yeah. Don't get no people till it's Friday, so.
No, it's not Old People's Day. That was yesterday when we didn't go out because the air was so bad.
It's by top grade temperatures.
Ooh, that's
Scheduled for $35 versus 27, which isn't bad. The cheapest was 27, now it's like 30, and 35. 35 and no fee.
Oh, that road's kind of close.
Again.
the 23rd, I think, is the thing for Doris.
Yep.
Between 2 and 4, I think it was.
Yep, I think so.
That's Tuesday, I think.
Yep.
Jen only has Wednesday off next week.
The guy in this costs the same thing. The guy that says he's an army man.
He moved. He moved.
6 months.
He was down by the parking place earlier. Oh, maybe a different guy.
No, we passed him when we came.
There was an older guy we saw that was over by Marketplace with Army vet sign. here for some reason. 409 where it's $3.99 for Metro Worlds.
Shipment, really.
Usually it's separated to, they don't have any control of it at the local station. That's whatever the people who bring in the truckloads in usually rate the price at. Yeah. So that's very little that they actually make out of the gas price.
Soft drinks and the candy bars.
See, it's the candy and the other things that are inside that they usually make their money from. They make a little bit from the gas, but they don't make very much. From what the one guy was saying. Unless they start price gouging, then they can make money, but that can come back to bite people too. Well, that and if there's enough complaints that the Attorney General starts getting involved. Yeah.